Me this really cool hot sauce. Now I've always been into hot sauce, and it's made by veterans, veteran owned and American grown, and it's in the shape of a grenade. It's from the Generals. It's very cool. I like hot sauce, and we took a taste test, and it's not really spicy to my taste. To some of y'all it might be, but to me, no. Hey there, y'all. Bunkle here. Hope you've been having a great day. Hope every day is a great day for you and y'all. So I got here a stack of packs. These are 1987 Topps baseball cards. Lots of great stuff could be found in these. Possibly, potentially, like the Barry Bonds rookie, Mark McGwire, like real rookie, not the 1985 one. I mean, some people say the 85 one is, but some people say the 87 one is because, in 85 he was still in college. It's like a pre-rookie and not a rookie. But anyway, we'll get past that. The Bo Jackson rookie, the Will Clark, the Wally Joyner. So lots of great possible cards. Did I say the Bo Jackson? I probably did. Did I say the Barry Bonds? I probably did. Did I say the Barry Larkin? I don't know if I did or not. Also, lots of potential Hall of Famers and, some that should be in the Hall of Fame, like Don Mattingly, but you have like Nolan Ryan, Reggie Jackson, Tony Gwynn, who else? Tons of others. I mean, so many I can't even think of naming them all right now. Paul Molitor, Cal Ripken Jr. So definitely tons of possibilities in these. What else? Well, PSA 10s. The highest valued, of course, is the Barry Bonds rookie. A couple $100 on a PSA 10, but interestingly enough, in a PSA 9, it's not the highest priced PSA 9 card. There was a sale of Bobby Grich in a PSA 9 slab just back in April for around $40. So even some PSA 9 cards can definitely sell, set collectors or this or that, or maybe it's Bobby Grich fan, I don't know, but that's the highest valued or highest price sale of PSA 9 card recently. That's the one that shows us on PSAcard.com is the highest price one. Now, is all of the data correct? No, of course it's not, but it's what we have. We could go on to eBay and other sites and try to determine which one it is, but that's a lot of stuff to do, and y'all do your research, I'll do my research, we'll blend research and put it all together and find out that some of these aren't worth anything anyway. It's any price or any value is up to the collector or the person or whoever bought it at that time. So anyway, I'm gonna have some fun opening these. I've talked enough about these cards in this set. Now, I will say, okay, and it's part of it, if I do find something that's perfectly centered, sharp edges and everything else, a Bo Jackson or a Barry Bonds, heck yeah, I'm going to get it graded and flip it out. I mean, it helps me buy more packs. I mean, getting stacks of packs keeps it a lot of fun for me. Now, maybe I shouldn't have opened that first pack, because look at what I got on top. We got a Ricky Henderson right on top of that pack, so I like keeping Hall of Fame packs or Hall of Famer packs on the side because, people collect them and they like getting a hit right off the bat. But I opened that one, so we're going to be frappering that one up. That's a great Ricky. That's a great Ricky. Probably not I guess a PSA 9 because comparing the centering on that to the Bobby Grich, it's about the same. But still, nice looking card. Got Mike Moore, Mike Laga, Charlie Kerfield, Randy Neiman, Jesse Orosco, Ron Renicky, Gary Carter, Hall of Famer card there. Now, one of the other things we've got to look out for, you see that little TM on top? There's a couple cards that are missing that. The Dwight Gooden, the Don Mattingly. So, got to keep an eye out for those. Got Tom Candiotti, Dave Van Olin, Juan Bonilla, John McNamara, Wade Boggs. I see the TM there. Don Assey. All right, there we go with our stale gum. We've got Dale Mahorsick with the gum stain on the back. Dale attended Cleveland, Ohio State University, and he's got gum stains. All right, we got a propaganda card, and Chris Corduroys. Yeah, corduroys are weird. I haven't worn those since I was like forced to. Got John Tudor. They may end up making a comeback. Who knows? Dan Billardello. I probably still won't like him. Dave Palmer, Vida Blue, Ron Reynolds, Tim Loudner, Glenn Davis. A nice card there. Jim Pankovitz, Ronnie Darling, Rob Deere, Doug DeCince, Reggie Williams, Bert Blyleven, another Hall of Famer, Jay Tibbs, and Milt Thompson. All right, let's get those frappered up. Got my stack of frappers there. All right, get Bert in a frapper. Now we got Bert, we just got to get Ernie somewhere. All right, there goes Wade Boggs. It sounds like, I don't know if y'all could hear the music and stuff, but it sounds like one of my neighbors might be having a party or something today. So, I mean, they were just like making announcements on a megaphone or a loudspeaker or something like that. So, pardon if you hear some background noise. There might also be rain passing through again. You know, it's heated up a whole lot here in the New York, New Jersey, the Northeast, just like most of the country over the last couple days and weeks. So, we're getting thunderstorms rolling through also. It's that time of year. Hang tight 1 second, y'all. Put this down. Sorry about that, y'all. My little girl, who's not so little, but my little girl, my youngest daughter, just stopped by the garage. She just got back from a road trip to North Carolina, and we're talking about some cool stuff she got. And she got me this really cool hot sauce. Now I've always been into hot sauce, and it's, you know, made by veteran owned and American grown, and it's in the shape of a grenade. It's from the Generals. It's very cool. I like hot sauce, and we took a taste test, and it's not really spicy to my taste. To some of y'all it might be, but to me, no. Anyway, let's get back to some baseball cards. But yeah, they're talking, her and her fiance are talking about moving down to North Carolina, and they're looking in other places also. But North Carolina's got a lot of stuff. I worked out in North Carolina a few years ago. North Carolina, South Carolina, I definitely like that part of the country, and it seems to have grown on them a little bit also. So anyway, let's keep going with these. If any of y'all are from or been through North Carolina, if you can give any pointers or tips or anything like that we might want to know, let me know. I mean, we've also had feet on the ground there a whole bunch. I have, so. But you know what? Different areas, different experiences, right? All right, we got Jim Acca, Dan Schatzeder, Dodgers leaders, Rick Leach, Dave Parker, should be Hall of Fame, does have the trademark there, Manny Lee, Bobby Witt, Tony La Russa, Kirk Gibson. Now we got a checklist. Everybody enjoys the checklist. You got to like the checklist. And actually, one of the highest valued PSA 10 cards from the 1987 top set is the checklist, 1 through 132. So not this one. But yeah, centering, if you notice, is definitely a thing. Got Jeff Huron, George Frazier, Keith Atherton, Greg Gross. Whoop, I just dropped Rich Gedman. So yeah, I think that PSA 10 sale of that checklist was somewhere around $110. So somebody really wanted it. Maybe a set collector again, you know. Got Mariners leaders, Chris Brown, Brian Oldkers, Jim Morrison, Mookie Wilson, Jamie Quirk, Pat Clements, Greg Walker, Ron Rumenick, Bill Wegman, Kirby Puckett, Hall of Famer, Don Carmen, John Denny, Tim Wallach, Jeff Sellers, and Dennis Oil Can Boyd. All right, let's get the Puckett frappered up. And then we'll get to pack number 3. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, okay, that the rack packs, now, I believe the Cello packs probably did also, but the rack packs, we used to look around, we had lists, and we knew what was going to be the card underneath, depending on what card was on top. I mean, we had full order as far as what the 1987 top set had. It was a guaranteed, if you were looking for Barry Bonds, we knew the first 7 cards in front of it. For rack packs, that was what we were buying up a lot of. Cellos, we didn't buy as much because they weren't as readily available, but rack packs, yeah, we had a few places that we'd hit up and just completely search. You know, there was a definite market for them. I mean, I forget what we were paying per pack for them at that time. But if you got, for example, resale on the Barry Bonds, if I'm not mistaken, that year, we had a couple shops in Manhattan that we could sell them for $1.50 each for. So we had a lot of free cards, and you know what? Cash in pocket so we could buy more cards. Kind of like now, but a little bit different, of course. We got Dave LaPointe, Braves leaders, Harold Reynolds, Don Mattingly, and does that have, yep, you see they got the TM right there, the trademark. So we're going to frapper that one up anyway. Kirby Puckett All-Star, Wallace Johnson, Stormin Gorman, Andres Thomas, Gene Walter, Ken Landreau, Bo Jackson rookie, sweet card. Look at that, and centering on that looks really nice too. Top to bottom might be off a little bit. I'm not as good on top to bottom as I am on right to left, but that looks like a nice card. Got Steve Lake, Rick Sutcliffe, Tigers leaders, Andre Thornton, and we got our propaganda. Dave Savoom, he swooned away. Pedro Guerrero, Benny DiStefano, Mark Clear, Rick Burleson, Rupert Jones, Donnie Baylor, Joe Hesketh, Argenius Salazar, Bruce Bochy, Mark Sullivan, Neil Allen, Ruben Sierra, Doug Sisk, Randy O'Neill, and Steve Yeager. He's a Jägermeister, Mr. Sir. All right, we got the Bo Jackson. We're going to front and center him. That's a great one. Oh, what could have been if he didn't bust out his hip? I mean, that's one of those stories of probably one of the best athletes ever lived, almost, I'd say. And he got, like, badly injured being a two-sport athlete. And, I mean, who knows how his career would have went if he would have just stuck with baseball instead of going baseball and football. But that was part of his appeal. I mean, Bo was doing everything. And he was doing it at a really high level also. I mean, Deion Sanders, I'd say, was a better football player than baseball player. Y'all could correct me in the comments if you think I'm wrong there, but he was definitely much better football, in my opinion, from what I remember, than he was baseball. And he used baseball to leverage himself to get, like, better football contracts. So, and then football to get baseball, and baseball to get football, and try to make himself the most possible. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's funny because, I mean, the owners would do something like that. I think most of us would. If we knew a way in our professions to maybe make more, we would. I mean, it's kind of part of the game of life, I guess. Got Cardinals leaders, Tom Browning, Dickie Thong, John Moses, Terry Mulholland, Julio Cruz, Bob Rogers, Frank Willis, Glenn Braggs, Kurt Stillwell, Greg Pryor, Dwayne Murphy, Robbie Thompson, Lee Smith, all right, Hall of Famer there, and Harry Spillman. Now, with what I was saying before, though, you got to also keep in mind, just because you're making more money doing something doesn't mean that you're going to enjoy it as much. It could be the place, it could be the people, it could be whatever it might be doing. I mean, if you got an offer to clean toilets for $150 an hour without a mask, and, you know, you had to do it with your hands and, you know, no gloves or anything, I don't know if you do it. Some people might, but, you know, I guess it depends on the person. All right, we got Dave Collins, George Brett, Goose, all right, Goose Gossage, Doug Drabeck, Jose Uribe, Gene Mock, Denny Walling, Dan Pasqua, Bob Shirley, Jim Rice, nice. Wow, bunch of Hall of Famers in this one. Jeff Reardon, Jose Oquendo, Larry Sheets, Al Nipper, Zane Smith, and Stan Javier. So, I mean, the work world could be funny. It could be a trade-off. I mean, sometimes it's always been said, find something that you love to do, and the money will follow, and all this other stuff. And it's not always, doesn't always work that way. I mean, I remember having the talk with my younger daughter when my youngest daughter, my little baby girl, when she was younger, and she said, you know, I don't like this and I don't like that. And you know what? It's good to find out things you don't like. And she reminded me that I said, you got to find something that you enjoy doing. And yeah, but you know, if you do have to find something you enjoy doing. That's for sure. But on the balance of it, you also have to make sure it pays. I mean, you got to someday support yourself and do things out there in the real world. I mean, Daddy ain't going to be around forever, unfortunately. And with that being said, I mean, maybe you're going to be happy in a job at, I don't know, McDonald's. And you know what, we could have a long time talk on minimum wage and what I think it should be. Because you know what, I might offend some people by saying it should be zero or whatever is agreed upon by, you know, seller of time and buyer of time. But with that being said, I mean, I think water does also find its own level. And you got to wonder, yeah, and you have to keep in mind, sure, you might be happy in your job. But if your job doesn't pay, and I don't know how much you think as far as getting government support or anything like that, but I know it's not something I would do, but some people are totally comfortable with it. But you ain't going to be very happy if you're living under a bridge and eating ramen every day, and you don't even have a place to heat the ramen legally. So it's stuff to keep in mind. Sure, find something you enjoy, but make sure it kind of pays the bills a little bit also, because living under a bridge probably is not the most comfortable place, I'd say. I mean, just my opinion there. And I don't say I know everything as far as that kind of stuff, but I'd say I'm definitely a government minimalist and a free enterprise person personally, so that's just me. I mean, everybody's different. Got Angels leaders, Jerry Hairston, Mike Greenwell, Bob Canepa, Davey Lopes. Padres leaders, Jimmy Williams, Von Hayes, Wayne Tollison, Jose De Leon, Steve Sachs, Ed Romero, George Hendrick, Steve Buscelle, Ed Wajna, and we got our propaganda, Bill Russell, Paul Molitor Hall of Famer, Rob Wilfong, Sammy Stewart, Alfredo Griffin, Dave Stapleton, Sid Bareem, Lonnie Smith, Raphael Belliard, Charlie Huff, Pete Rose, all right, nice, Len Matuzek, Tommy Lasorda, Rick Russell, Chuck Tanner, and Ben Ogilvie. He's looking all sorts of happy. I don't know, he's looking up. I wonder what's going on up there. Is he watching Jose Canseco get hit with a battery? That could be. All right, we got Pete Rose going up on the Wall of Fame. Got Paul Molitor going up on the Hall of Fame. And we got our last pack about to be ripped and zipped right now. Let's see what's in here. I'm going to take a second to say thank y'all for watching and commenting and subscribing and thumbs upping. I always appreciate all of y'all. I really do. I mean, I have fun doing this. I'm definitely blessed to be able to be doing this and getting all these packs. And I mean, I try to get packs at a good price so I could be able to open them and see what's in them and maybe flip some of them out. And, you know, because there's always somebody that might want something, that's for sure. And if anybody sees anything in these that they want to trade for, I definitely be open to trades. Or, you know, I send out gift packs also. So let me know. You can always shoot me an email and say, hey, I always liked Tim Biznarski, and that was a great card of his. And I'll dig it back out of the box and get it off to you. I'm more than happy to do that. We could always work something out. Got Bill Dowley, Pirates leaders. Now, this, if I'm not mistaken, in a PSA 10 is the third highest valued card. I don't know why, but, I mean, not much of anything much on there, but it is. It's probably because of centering stuff. All right, let's get these off to the side here. Got Tony Gwynn, all-star card there. Carney Lansford. Now, y'all could tell me, but he looks like the guy from Breaking Bad. He really does. John Henry Johnson, Tony Armas. And we got a checklist. Celebrate the checklist. Ken Howell and Tim. Wait, we just saw Tim Biznarski up on top. Well, if you like the one or the other one, I guess we'll do it that way. Because we got two of them in the same pack. Didn't we? Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because I know we're just talking about him. We were just talking about him. Did I slip him to the middle? Maybe I did. Or he's underneath there. I know I saw him. Yeah, there we go. Tim Biznarski. Two of them doubles in the same pack. Anyway, that'll happen sometime. I'm Bill Dawley, too. Got two Bill Dawleys. Fernando Valenzuela. Got the Orioles leaders. Frank Tanana Banana. Barry Larkin, very nice. Although, gum-stained. Gum-stained, ew. With this old rank gum that nobody probably should. Look at that, it just falls apart into pieces. Get that off to the side. Got Jack Howell. Dave Gumpert. Jim Sundberg. Rocket Roger, very nice. And nicely centered, I'd say that. Billy Swift. Darryl Motley Crew. Rob Murphy. Dave Smith. Tom Seaver, all right. From Clemens to Seaver, Gerald Perry, Sean Dunstan, Ken Oberkfell, Mike Fitzgerald, Dan Plesac, Bob Kearney, and Bob James. All right, let's get these last ones wrapped up so we can take one last look at the wonderfulness of 1987 Topps with the baseball bat around the outside, very reminiscent of that set during the early 60s that did something similar, but with modern players from 1980s, because it's not modern players from now, because all of these guys are like retired and some of them aren't around anymore, and and some of them are definitely not, well, they definitely won't be playing, although Ricky Henderson might be able to play still. That's one thing I'll say. He might still be able to be one of the leadoff hitters nowadays, although leadoff has changed a whole lot since his time. He might even be able to steal like 50 bases a year still. Anyway, so this was fun. Got the Bo Jackson rookie card and a whole lot of Hall of Famers and other all-time greats. So definitely some great cello packs these were. I enjoyed this. I hope y'all did as well. Y'all take care. Stay well. Stay blessed. Bunkle out.